I've always dreamed of acting on Broadway. This fall, I will get that chance when the curtain rises on Allegiance, a new musical inspired by my own true life story. But this show is not just my dream. The team behind Allegiance is doing whatever it takes to open a musical on Broadway, and it takes a lot. Here is our story. This is still a little-known story to most Americans.
I find that quite extraordinary that it is.
And with Europeans too, and with the people of Japan.
Certainly Europeans. I had no idea.
Most Japanese Americans who went through that experience as adults did not discuss it with their children. And I was a young kid, and I challenged my father. Why? Why did you go? This was wrong. It was unjust. It's unconstitutional. And at one point, I said, Daddy, you led us like sheep to slaughter when you took us into the internment camp. And all of a sudden, the give and take stopped. My father was silent. And he looked at me and he said, well, maybe you're right. And then he got up and went into his bedroom and closed his door. And that struck me immediately. I had hit a nerve in my father. And I wanted to go and apologize, but he had closed the door. So I thought, well, I'll do it later. And later never came. And ultimately, I never apologized.
We're able to say
it was too late, you know. And that pain on my part hits me every time he sings Allegiance.
And George gets to say goodbye to his dad the same way old Sam does, theatrically.
Wow.
I get, you know, and that's what this play means to me. It's my way of apologizing to my father.
I've said to Lorenzo many times, it's amazing how much money has been raised already on the fact of just the show. You know, I'm going to try and get some funds from England, but without a theatre and a sort of date, it's impossible. Nobody wants to start putting their money in.
When we finished our world premiere in San Diego, we were somewhat thinking, or to some extent deluded, that we would get a theater right away and we would be able to go into either that season or the following season. It's been a very interesting realization to find out that there is really an enormous amount of projects that are being worked on at any given time that are competing for what is effectively a very small amount of real estate on Broadway. I have a strong feeling we will get word soon that we are going to be on Broadway, but I still don't know. And it's such a frustrating situation. There's no question that the creative team and my producers and my investors, you know, they are nervous. They're nervous because they ultimately can't quite put an answer to the question, is this project ever going to happen? But we made really good progress.
Jay, when you have just come over here so we can explain.
Tired or just exhausted? Okay.
Okay, so,
Lynn Shagel.
Emotionally exhausted.
So, we have a couple of ideas that we wanted to share. We obviously can't show them here, but we'll talk about them after.
I think any musical that deals with a subject matter that might be a little foreign to an audience member could be a difficult challenge, and I think Allegiance is definitely on that kind of list. However, I do know that it's a story about a family, and there is that element that I think becomes much more human for an audience to grasp onto.
What is the lyric? Just speak the lyric of the bridge again.
How can we go and where will they take us? Shikata, that this is the Nisei, where how can we go and where would they take us? The Issei, Shikata Ganai, do not fight the storm, bend like a reed and the wind won't break us. Then Nisei, how can we go? Issei, how can we go?
Like if it's kind of majestic right there, or like it's just changed because now the world really has changed.
Yeah.
And
Or is it the opposite?
I mean, you can try
you
both.
go very intimate because now we're going into the families where I'm going to my
that
could work,
grandfather.
too. Yeah.
What are we going to do? And you're like,
either.
I could try that.
So it's
here,
a different
let
flavor.
me try that. So if we're coming from here, we go, take the only way you can. How can we go? Where will they take us?
I think that's.
Shikata Ganai, do not fight the storm, bend like a reed and the wind won't break us. How can we go? How can we go?
You know, this is a story about real human emotions and real human condition that is then expressed in a way that's transcendent and sublime. That's what a musical can do. That's why I go to the musical theater. It's my church.
That's his normal look.
The friendliness I only wait for on the camera.
Or a glare.
Why is this so dark?
It's a theater. Well, this topic serves as a backdrop for a human story of one family, and particularly two extraordinary love stories. It is a beautiful, soaring love story that anyone can identify with. I think it is going to be something that the Broadway audience will take to heart and love.
Waiting to find out whether you have a theater on Broadway feels like life or death. Because without the imprimatur of Broadway, what are we? This is how we live or die. This is how the show lives or dies.
Oh, hi, Bob. I'm very good. How was your weekend? I haven't even gone on my honeymoon yet. You know, I'm here on pins and needle. I can't go until I hear. Okay, do you know approximately sort of what we're talking about? Okay, all right. That's right. Yeah, that's my cell phone, so you can reach me all day. Okay, thank you, Bob. Bye-bye. And we have the Longacre.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we have the Longacre.
Are you serious?
Yes!
Really?
He said, I'm committing you the Longacre right after the Rennie Fleming show is over. And he said, when is that? He's like, I don't know, I'll let you know later in the day. We have a home. Don't you? No, it's a good home. It's a good place. It's a good home. I told you.
I feel like we just found out we're pregnant. It's really weird. We're having a baby.
It's July.
I know. So, if it works.
Okay, thanks. Guess what we have?
What?
We have a theater.
Yeah, we do. We have a theater. I just spoke to Bob. Wow. Yes, we do. Well, I'll take bets. What do you think?
We have the Longacre. We have the Longacre. It's a good theater. It's not. It's. We're gonna have a kid, and we're getting dates later today.
Yeah, he's calling me back with exact dates. Apparently, we're going right after the Rennie Fleming play.
You're all foggy.
You're fogging up. You're fogging up. Congratulations.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I wasn't expecting dreams to come true when I walked in.
Would you like a cup of coffee?